It's time for us to address this. Today we're going to talk about 6 qualities that are going to make you a real man. Because let's face it, this society is kind of fucked up and it lacks a lot of real men. There's a lot of information, fake information, there's a lot of propaganda, and there's a lot of misleading information, but it's, however, with a purpose. Society and the system behind, they want you to become way more feminine, they want you to become weaker as a guy, they want you to embrace this modernity, this modern mindset. I mean, you have women nowadays that will look at men and they will say, you're kind of a limited creature because being normal is only a limitation. You can be outrageous, you can be different. And by that, they are suggesting that you should wear high heels or you should date guys and a lot of fucked up bullshit like that, which you should be disgusted about because that's not fucking normal. So welcome to the channel. If you're new, consider subscribing, hit the bell notification button, and let's start with the video. Number 1 quality that will make you manlier than a lot of guys on this planet is gonna be integrity. And what I mean by that, I mean that you're not just a guy that talks a lot and does very little. You're a guy that has power in his words, that when you say one thing, you will do that specific thing. So be very careful when you just talk a bunch of crap, but your actions do not follow. You need to put power in your words. When you take a decision, you stick to it. You fucking do that. If you decided to hit the bag outside, to punch the bag, do some boxing, then you're just gonna do it because that's a decision you've taken. You want to stick to your words. Your words are followed by actions. The reason why this is important is because when a guy says something and then doesn't do it, how will the woman in front of him perceive him? How will his friends look at him? Obviously, you're not going to trust that guy. You will feel a lack of trust. You will have a person in front of you that is basically betraying themselves. And a thing that they don't understand, these men that do this, is the fact that not only do they lose trust of the woman or of the guys around him, but he loses his own trust, his own confidence. So that is the reason why the self-esteem is very low, they have no confidence, no testosterone, and everything gets fucked. That is the number 1 reason. Now, the second quality I want to talk to you about is you have a direction that is so clear. It's so clear for you to have a direction and to know specifically where you're going. And I have an easy hack for you, by the way, because having an objective, I feel like a lot of people do have an objective, but the problem is, the reason they quit is because they think about the process in getting to that objective done. You don't want to think about the process, you want to think about the result. Focus on the result, not on the process. Because let me give you an example. You want to lose fat, you're going to think about the process. You need to cut carbs, you need to diet, you need to work out, you need to wait a bunch of days. Obviously, you're going to feel like, there's so many reasons I want to quit. But if you think about the result, the end result, you see already having your abs, women looking at you, friends respecting you more, even you're feeling more love towards yourself, you're respecting yourself more. Obviously, that's going to be a more attractive idea and that's going to make you do that, you know? So always focus on the end result. Now, the third quality as a guy that you can actually have is emotional control, because nowadays they say, just do what you feel. And if you don't feel, just don't do it. The definition of being a man is the fact that you're able to do things even when you don't feel like to. Imagine calling for a firefighter, you're telling him, listen, my wife is between the flames, can you help me? And that guy is like, bro, I don't feel you. Like, make me a coffee, beg for me to take action, because other than that, I'm not gonna, like, you're giving me orders, I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel like it. Now, the 4th thing I would highly recommend as a quality that will make you a man, don't become a slave to money. Because when you say that you have money, you're basically saying you don't have anything. Because money, it's a piece of paper. I can print this right now. So money has no value. It can open doors, okay, but it does have no value. So when you're becoming a slave to the money, you're not going to be present, you're not going to enjoy the company of your friends, of a woman, you're not going to enjoy your own company because you will always think, oh, I need more money, more social status, and more this, more that. you're not gonna be present anymore, and you're just gonna live full of worries, of stress, and you're attached to something material, and that is not a life that will make you feel like you have purpose, like you're accomplishing anything. Talking about the previous point, the fifth quality is pretty obvious. We're gonna talk about discipline. In the moment that you start doing things that you don't actually feel like, and you stick to a routine, then you will have discipline. And discipline is the most important thing that will make you achieve whatever you want to achieve. Without discipline, you're just a guy that's becoming a loser. You're just going to procrastinate, and then you're going to look on the wall and you're going to be like, I don't know what the fuck is happening with my life. I feel depressed. I feel anxiety. I can't trust myself. Well, that is because of the lack of discipline. That is because you became so weak, you wanted to do only the things that you feel like doing. But guess what? Life will hit you hard. Very often, life will give you things that you don't want to see, you don't want to live, you don't want to be part of, and still you need to be. And now the sixth thing which I want to touch on, society will tell you to always be vulnerable. Now, on one level, that is somehow true, because if I'm gonna laugh about you, about your vulnerability, that tells you something about myself. I'm taking a piss at myself. You're more clever for the fact that you opened, you're being real, you're being authentic, and you don't care about the price. So I can understand this. However, on a deeper level, in society nowadays, it can be a problem for you to show your vulnerability because there can be risks. What I mean by that, you're going to your colleague at work, you're telling her, listen, I was always in love with you. I want to meet you. I want to have coffee with you. I want to have sex with you. I want to have a family with you. And she's looking at you like you're some fucked up weirdo. She doesn't feel the same. And next day you come to work, she already went to the boss. She told him that you were like trying to hook up with her, that you were pushing the limits, or God knows you touched her, or stuff like that. And now your boss is either going to fire you, you're losing your job because you allowed yourself to be vulnerable, or he's gonna keep you, but now you're gonna feel fucking tense every single day because your co-workers look at you in a nasty way, they see you as a pervert or God knows what. So always this discussion about showing your vulnerability, I think it's about balance. It's about you have to make extra calculations about the social interaction, social circle you're in, social circumstance. You always have to understand that it's a blade that can actually cut you if done the wrong way. So always think about this as well. Don't extract information from YouTube or from this society and just do it. Just be that. Always think for yourself as well. Write down on a piece of paper the things you resonate with, the things you don't resonate with, and always have a lookout on the things that actually affect your social circles or your life in general. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want for us to work together, I just want to let you know I do coaching online or in person coaching sessions. I can teach you how to become a better guy, how to achieve your inner confidence, your inner beast, how to unleash your full potential. I'm actually doing this for the past 15 years of my life. I've trained men on the field, literally on the street, how to get to know women, and even online, how to sort their fashion out. Listen, man, I just want to tell you something. There's no shame in the fact that you don't know how to approach a woman, you don't know how to talk to her, you don't know how to behave with her. There isn't a fucking school that actually taught us this. The thing is, there's not even a guy right now that actually was born with this information. Yes, you do have men that did some coaching and they learned the art of seduction and stuff like that. But none of us know that shit. We just get trained. Life is gonna train us. We take action and we learn from it. So there's no shame in this. There is actual shame in you understanding that someone can help you and you're still not taking that help. There is shame in that because it will affect you later on in your life. But there is no shame in understanding that nobody knows how to do this dating game and what exactly women want and how do they behave like that. There are certain mechanics, but we are so complex as human beings, you can never say something about a woman and refer to them like they all behave the same, they all think the same, they all feel the same. It's not really like that. Life is a bit more complex, and I think that's the beauty of it. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.